Portland looked at what the scientists and the climate scientists were saying, which was that we had to really get our greenhouse gas emissions down and get down to that 350 parts per million, and that would really require an 80% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2050 to stabilize the climate. And so Portland stepped up and adopted the 2009 Climate Action Plan, which is far more aggressive and does actually adopt a goal of 80% reduction by 2050.
Our climate action plan is really based on trying to meet our Kyoto target, which is 7% below 1990 levels by the end of 2012. We have not established a longer term goal, meaning a 2020 or a 2050 goal. Now, the reason that we can look to Portland for some of their experience, but it's not totally applicable, is that they control their supply side. So they were able to achieve a lot of their emission reductions through their supply of energy, which has a lot of hydroelectric power, which is much less carbon intensive than what we have here. All of our efforts are based on demand side efforts to reduce consumption through efficiency and conservation efforts. So our take on how we can achieve emission reductions is quite a bit different, although there are quite a few parallels that we can learn from one another. We are going to be looking at communities like Portland to understand where we should be going in the long term for some longer term goals to replace our Kyoto target, so 2020 and 2050. And ultimately, we're going to be looking to align with the Colorado Climate Action Plan's goal and seeing what other cities are doing and the types of plans that they've outlined to get there. So we'll learn from those experiences too. With regard to energy, Portland has been a great community to learn from. Again, they have done a lot of the things that we are trying to do now, and in many cases we're ahead of some of their efforts. But one unique parallel is this issue of municipalization. It was something that Portland attempted several years ago for much different reasons, and so we reached out to them early on to say, what was your experience with the process? What worked? What didn't work? And it was a good lesson for us early on, and it really helped us tailor our efforts to make sure we got to where we are successfully.